knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Auburn Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
At the 45 on his way. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the
throws for the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Longhorns! I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start for this offense. Opening drive, come out, have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. Looks like that script worked pretty well.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Leaves it with the running back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Looking for a gap. It's Cobb. Gets it across the 10, a pickup of 5, and out of trouble to the 12.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He rifles one deep to the left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Runs through a tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Manning. Dances away to buy time. Rolling right and going deep. Touchdown, Texas! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. On the run, it's Cobb. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the 1st half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Makes a connection. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And that offensive line gave that quarterback all day to throw the football. That QB could have checked his social media, balanced his investment portfolio, and before dinner. That's an example of 5 guys up front acting as one. Tremendous job in pass play.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. Got some room, head to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Get set. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go right back to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Now remember, they were stopped on 4th down earlier in the first quarter, but they'll try it again. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, looking to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Just going to keep it after the snap. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
If this offense had a little extra time to think about it, let's see what they have on third down. Looking to pass. It's Manning. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And they lose the ball out of bounds. Big loss of yardage on that one, but at least they've got another shot.
Offense, you're thinking first down, get the first down on third down. Man, you can't put the ball on the turf, but at least the ball went out of bounds. Now you got a decision to make what you want to do on fourth down. Could have been a turnover, could have been worse there.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
It'll be third and long. Making side adjustments here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
One of the things I love about this offense is they love to go for it on fourth down, and we've seen it early in this game already. I think you're going to see it again here. They've got supreme confidence in their offense to be able to go get it done, and you get the feeling this is a big-time play in this game. They're able to convert this one. The momentum is squarely on their side.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Sending the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Change now on second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Manning. Catch in the middle, it's Wingo. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Looking to throw for it. Touchdown, Texas! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Cobb. It's a running room.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Off play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Crosses the 45. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the first down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here we go. Off the play fake. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got him downfield. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Manning. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The Longhorns are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Cobb.
Yeah, how about the running back showing you a little agility, baby? A little toe tapping on the sidelines. He looked like a wide receiver. Make sure he kept his feet in bounds, makes the catch, gets some positive yards.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorns! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's begin on what's going on in a big one in the American. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over. They're trailing by 10 to UAB. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Get set, get set.
Here's the handoff. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the lone running back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this...
A shot toward the end zone. He's got it.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Touch pass on the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texans!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fair catch called for and made. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On the run, it's Cobb. Got the first down and more. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.
On the set.
The give on the inside. And they're able to get him down. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Using his legs, it's Cobb. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 after the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got it. 1st down and more. The Tigers have enough for the 1st down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
42, Spider.
Going to the running game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters.
Texas, 42, Auburn, 7.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down.
Easy.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's why a lot of kids want to play for this coach, because they know that when they get into games, even if it's late, coach is going to let them go play ball, go have fun, take shots and try to come up with big plays. This offense right now, man, they're just having fun.
The run to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Wants to throw on first down. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Alston. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you what, really good job by the defense, having vision on the quarterback. And as soon as he threw that football, man, they broke on the football right away, didn't waste time, and got the running back on the ground for no gain.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. The throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. A low line drive and short kick. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return.
He could go off. Oh, man, really? Coughing it up. Looked like he was going to do some damage, take that thing back to the house, and instead he coughs it up and gives it to the other team.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He wants to change this route. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. With a deficit like this, unless you just want to get your field goal kicker some work, you might as well go for it and try to get a touchdown. Quarterback making checks. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse Martin, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Going over the top. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat